The insulin story. Why weight loss is about more than calories. For decades, we've been taught a simple equation. Calories in minus calories out equals weight loss. Your body is treated like a bank account. If you're overweight, you just need to deposit less and withdraw more. But here's what makes this incomplete. Biology isn't a bank account. Biology is a chemistry lab. And in this lab, there's one chemical that plays a major role in whether you burn fat or store it. A hormone called insulin. Here's what's fascinating. You can eat a low-calorie diet and still struggle to lose body fat if your insulin remains chronically elevated. On the flip side, you can eat satisfying amounts of food and lose weight when you understand how to work with this hormone. It's not about starving yourself, it's about understanding how your cells actually work. What insulin really does. Most people think of insulin simply as the blood sugar hormone, but its real role is much more interesting. Insulin is a storage controller. It's the switch that determines energy flow in your body. Imagine your body has two fuel tanks. The first is small and easily accessible. This is glycogen stored in your liver and muscles, much like cash in your wallet. The second tank is massive but harder to unlock, your body fat, like money in a savings account. Insulin is the bank manager. When insulin is high, the bank is in deposit mode. It takes energy from your food and stores it in your fat cells. But here's the critical part. When insulin is elevated, it blocks the exit doors of your fat cells. You can't withdraw from the savings account while the bank manager is busy accepting deposits. This means when you have high insulin, your body can't easily access stored fat for energy. You might have thousands of calories stored on your body, but your cells can't use them because of the insulin blockade. So your brain signals hunger, asking for more food. You're not lacking willpower, you're caught in a hormonal pattern. Why most approaches miss the mark. Many people focus on what they eat while overlooking how they eat. They graze throughout the day or start meals with high carbohydrate foods, keeping insulin constantly elevated. They're repeatedly pressing the store fat button without realizing it. So how do we work with insulin instead of against it? The answer involves a strategy called food sequencing, and it's surprisingly simple. Let's take a look at the food sequencing strategy. When you eat, your stomach acts like a mixing bowl. If you eat bread, pasta, or sugar first, these simple carbohydrates rush into your small intestine and get absorbed rapidly, causing a spike in blood glucose. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin to manage this surge. This spike puts you into fat storage mode. Later, when blood sugar drops, you experience that afternoon slump and crave more sugar. It's a roller coaster. But here's what's interesting. We can change this response without changing the food itself, simply by changing the order it enters your system. Phase 1. The fiber foundation. Start your meal with fibrous vegetables, broccoli, spinach, asparagus, or a simple salad. Fiber doesn't spike insulin. Instead, it creates a gel-like layer in your digestive tract that acts like a filter, slowing down how quickly other foods are absorbed. Phase 2. Protein and healthy fats. Next, eat your protein and healthy fats. Steak, chicken, eggs, salmon, avocado. Protein triggers GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1, a hormone that slows digestion and signals fullness. You might recognize this name from weight loss medications, but you can trigger it naturally through food. Phase 3. Carbohydrates. Finally, eat your starches, rice, potatoes, pasta. Because you've already built that fiber foundation and slowed digestion with protein, these carbohydrates now enter a slow-moving digestive environment. Instead of flooding your bloodstream like a wave, the glucose enters like a steady stream. Research shows that eating in this specific order, vegetables, then protein, then carbs, can reduce post-meal glucose spikes by up to 73% and insulin spikes by 48%. Same meal, same calories, completely different hormonal response. You've transformed how your body processes the food. There's another element that can enhance this approach: apple cider vinegar. For centuries, vinegar was used as a digestive aid, and modern research reveals why it works. Acetic acid, the active component in vinegar, can slow the breakdown of starches into sugar. When you drink a tablespoon of vinegar diluted in water before a meal, you're temporarily slowing the enzymes that convert bread into glucose. Additionally, acetic acid improves insulin sensitivity in muscle cells. If you're insulin resistant, your cells don't respond well to insulin's signal, forcing your pancreas to produce more. Vinegar helps cells become more responsive, allowing insulin levels to normalize faster. Next, we have the movement component. Here's something most people miss about exercise timing. The most strategic time to move isn't necessarily first thing in the morning, it's right after you eat. When you consume carbohydrates, glucose enters your bloodstream and needs somewhere to go. If you sit still, that glucose gets stored as fat through insulin. But muscle contraction opens a separate pathway for glucose called GLUT4. When you walk for just 10 minutes after a meal, your contracting muscles pull glucose directly from your bloodstream to use as immediate fuel. You don't need intense exercise. You just need to activate your muscles. This further reduces the insulin response. Most approaches focus on insulin spikes from meals. But if you're struggling with weight, your baseline insulin, the level while you sleep, is likely elevated. High baseline insulin is why you wake up hungry and why your body resists burning fat even when you haven't eaten. To lower baseline insulin, you need to increase the time when insulin is at minimal levels. This is where intermittent fasting fits in, not just skipping breakfast, but giving your digestive system extended rest. Every time you eat something, even small snacks, you trigger insulin. Constant grazing keeps insulin simmering all day. You never give the bank manager time off, so the vault never opens. By combining time-restricted eating, such as an 8-hour eating window, with the food sequencing approach, you create powerful synergy. You reduce both the frequency and the intensity of insulin spikes. Let's put this into action. At your next dinner, drink a glass of water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Wait 5 minutes, then eat a large serving of vegetables or salad with olive oil. Eat your protein, salmon, steak, chicken. Finally, enjoy your starches or dessert. After the meal, take a 15-minute walk instead of sitting down immediately. You've eaten a full, satisfying meal without deprivation. But biochemically, your body is in a completely different state than if you'd eaten the same foods in a different order and remained sedentary. This approach addresses the root issue, insulin resistance. Think of it like a callus. When you rub your skin repeatedly, it thickens to protect itself. When you constantly spike insulin, your cells build resistance as a protective mechanism. The way to heal a callus is to remove the friction. By moderating glucose responses through food sequencing, vinegar, and movement, you reduce that constant friction. Over time, your cells become sensitive again. The resistance fades. When insulin sensitivity improves, your body naturally gravitates toward a healthy weight. You stop fighting your biology with willpower and start working with it through understanding. The core insight: weight loss isn't about morality or character. It's about biochemistry. Food isn't just fuel, it's information. Every bite signals your hormones what to do. The next time you sit down to eat, remember you have more control than you might think. Use the fiber foundation, the protein anchor, the vinegar strategy, and post-meal movement. These tools can help unlock energy that's been difficult to access. The strategy isn't about eating less. It's about eating in a way that works with your body's chemistry.